Welcome back to another episode of Bromance. I'm Ryan. Today, we had Steve on. Steve is the biggest and also the only Mavericks fan I know, so had to have him on. Talked about the number one pick. Is the NBA rigged? Then we had the superstar versus star debate and some, fake mock trades at the end of the episode. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoy.
Ice water turn Atlantic. Night calling in a phantom. Told them, hold it, don't you panic.
Welcome back to another episode of Bromance. I'm Ryan, and today I got my cousin with me, Steve. Steve, how we doing, baby?
We're back, baby. We're good.
We're good.
Mavs Nation is back.
Oh, are we fully back?
We're gonna get to that. Yeah, you guys got to tune in and keep listening.
Facts. Yeah, we can't give you like the full on answer. I think we all know what the answer is going to be. Like a minute and a half into the episode.
Facts.
How we doing though?
Life is good, brother. What about you?
It's Thursday. It's the end of the week. I'm a little tired. Had a doubleheader for dodgeball last night.
Okay.
And yeah, I got a tournament on Saturday, so things are good. I'm definitely a little tired. Want to catch up on sleep, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, nah. And I think myself, Mavs Nation, all the people out there, we don't really feel like sleeping right now. We don't got to sleep. we got more life now. We're back.
So the draft lottery was on Monday. How much sleep do you think you've gotten since then?
I can't remember because I can't think of sleep right now. All I can think about is that, I'm still sad about what happened with Luca, but it's gonna kind of help me bury the hatchet a little bit. Not all the way with Nico Harrison, but it's gonna help me move on from my boy Luca. Yeah, I probably should have took my Luca jerseys before this podcast and took a little piece of paper and got flag on there. But I'm still gonna keep those jerseys. I'm still gonna rock them. The OGs will know what's up.
You may honestly, you may be able to wear them again eventually. You never know.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that later.
as long as Adam Silver's the commissioner, yeah, anything's possible.
True. David Stern was in his grave and he was like, "That's my boy." Rigging that fucking NBA. That's my boy.
Crazy, bro. David Stern would have been handing out what do you call vetoes left and right.
Vetoes, frozen envelopes. So before we get into it, I have a question for you.
What's up? What we got?
All right. Kill, fuck, marry.
Okay. We're starting off hot.
Fanatic Sportsbook, FanDuel, and DraftKings.
Bro's doing this. You didn't even give the disclaimer for the viewers.
Oh yeah, Steve single-handedly keeps FanDuel in business.
No,
this is not an ad,
bro. Not that disclaimer.
1-800 BetterHelp.
Not that one. Well, for people who need it, yes, you got to do that. But
Steve, what's the number?
I don't know, like 1-800 or something.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that's it. I was gonna say for those of you who are out there who are still gambling, gamble responsibly. And yeah, we're gonna get back to the podcast now. So, kill, fuck, marry, and we had Fanatic Sportsbook, we had FanDuel, and then Draft.
Mm-hmm. I think I can guess this for you.
Yeah. What do you got?
You're gonna fuck FanDuel. Oh, actually, no. You're killing FanDuel. You're killing FanDuel because they fucked with your account, right?
Yeah, they did. You win a little bit of money and go positive, and they're just like, nah, bro, we can't have you as a customer.
You would marry Fanatic Sportsbook because of the fan cash they give you back.
It is clutch.
And then you'd fuck DraftKings.
Yeah, I mean, part of my take, sponsor. Right?
True. It's probably a good fuck.
I would say no free ads, but I don't know if we're making that kind of money yet. So
absolutely not.
Yep. So we're gonna give part of my take a little shout out there.
Absolutely not. Numbers have been going up though. Numbers have been going up. Before we really get into this, I want to start this off with a poem.
Mm.
This is a poem about Jalen Brunson. I stole this from the internet. Who is Jalen Brunson? To the blind, he is the light. To the hungry, he is the bread. To the sick, he is the cure. To the lonely, he is company. To sad, he is joy. To the prisoner, he is freedom. For the poor, he is treasure. For me, he is everything. Jalen, I love you.
Bro, you didn't hold up a picture, a jersey. You do have the shirt on.
I was
So,
wearing my Brunson jersey last night playing dodgeball. I look like such a tool.
but those videos went hard. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is the picture I stole it from.
Oh my God.
I read that to Hannah, and she was just like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, actually, I didn't know what type of response I was going to get out of that, but that's probably what I was expecting.
I wonder if Hannah watches the Side Talk NYC videos.
No, I tried to show her. So I went to a Knicks. Well, I didn't go to the game, but I went to a Yankees game. This
Mm.
is not last playoffs, the playoffs before. Took a train, took a subway to New York City, watched the game at a bar. And this is when the Knicks came back and they won. And Josh Hart had like that ankle injury. He had a huge clutch shot by like the free throw line. And the
Yeah.
Knicks won the game, right?
Yep.
I ran out of the bar to MSG because I thought that's where sideline talk was recorded.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, it's recorded in Times Square. I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh,
There was like some Mexican country concert at MSG, and I'm like running there, dude. I'm like 10 out of 10. Like, I'm ready to, I don't even know. I'm ready to fight a gorilla by myself. Like, I'm amped. And
maybe a
then
hundred, maybe 100 gorillas.
100 gorillas.
They ain't ready, man. 100 gorillas versus one man.
And then yeah, I pull up and I'm just like, what's going on right now? Where do I find all the fans like me currently?
Yeah, I feel like they would just be everywhere, right?
Nope, not on Seventh Ave,
Crazy,
Times
crazy.
Square.
And it's supposed to be a crazy sports city.
Oh, definitely for sure. Have you seen the watch parties?
Nah,
The watch parties they have outside MSG are insane. Um, I have gone to the bar, I believe, twice during playoff games in New
yeah,
York City. It's a crazy atmosphere. Absolutely love it.
yeah. I'm gonna have to definitely. We'll have to get the boys and go stop by soon. Um,
They're
it's
playing
got
tomorrow
it's got to
night, and
be
I
it's got
I
to be
really want to
another
go.
it's got to
I
be
was go-
another Knicks and Mavs game though, like my birthday that one year.
Yeah. So they're playing tomorrow night, and I really, really, really want to go to the game. But I mean, that's the mortgage of my house currently. Um,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I also want to go to the city just to go to the bar, but I have a tournament on Saturday. It's not smart. Shouldn't do it.
Hmm. Yeah, you don't think that would like juice you up for the tournament at all?
I also have a work meeting Saturday morning, so unless I just like no call, no show it, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, or you could do like that classic video like the guy at the casino on his laptop with
Yeah, right.
just the wall in the background.
Yeah,
Ask for trouble.
I missed the train back from New York City. I'm just like in Grand Central. They're
Yeah.
like, "Where are you?"
Oh, I was visiting my grandma. I never told you she lives in New York.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just doing charity work out here with my grandma. All right, Steve. So the last time we had you on, we were sitting here talking about Luka Doncic being traded, and I had to talk you off a ledge. Looked like you were getting ready to jump.
Bro, it was
How are
sad.
we feeling now?
I still feel bad for my boy Luca. Like Nico did him dirty. Mavs Nation did him well. Mavs Nation didn't do him dirty, but the upper management of the Mavs did him dirty. And I feel more mad about it now because they had come out with another compilation of him on the Lakers in the playoffs, getting roasted by the Timberwolves on defense. So,
That never happens too. That's weird.
right? That's what I'm saying. Um, sorry, Luca. Uh,
Nico
so,
Harrison taking the beer out of Luka hand is all making more and more sense now.
bro, you're so tight. He's so tight.
Oh no, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. That wasn't no,
Wasn't
that
it
wasn't
Michael
Nico.
Michael Finley?
Yeah, yeah, it was Michael Finley.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
Michael Finley. I think he's like VP of the Mavs operations. Um, yeah, they don't they don't want Luka to have fun. They didn't want the Mavs fans to have fun, and we talked about conspiracy theory stuff last time. I want to know, people watching, like, are you thinking conspiracy theory right now? Because it kind of feels like Adam Silver saved my team, and saved Nico Harrison more specifically. Um, but I'm not going to get into that because I'm just happy my team is back.
No, we're gonna get into that. Trust me. I have a few questions for you, and then I talked about this on the last episode, and it was about the hour-ish mark, and there's no fucking way anyone watched that. So I'll talk to you about it.
All right.
But let's talk about the Mavericks in the first pick. Do you think Luca was happy, sad, or mad that the Mavericks got the first pick?
Uh, bro was definitely, he probably looked irritated about it. Um,
Probably grabbed a beer.
and yup, he went to the nearest bar. He probably went to the beach with his little remember I told you he has a horned toad?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Probably brought his little horned toad to the beach and like had a beer and was just sitting on the pier looking out into the ocean
Guys
and
being dudes.
guys being dudes and was sulking because there's no way bro like saw that happen and didn't feel sad that they were like, oh yeah, look at now we got a two-way player, generational talent. So like we can forget about Luca now. That's basically how it's gonna feel, you know?
He sat in the sand. He probably waited till sunset. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want to think about the sad things bro is doing. Um, hopefully, because now I'm thinking about this. Hopefully he's not emotionally eating. That's the last thing we need.
Luca didn't need this for him to emotionally eating. He's been doing that for years.
Yeah.
He did not need this. He did not need this. I saw a picture of him. It had to be his rookie year, and he was so thin compared to what he looks like now. It was crazy. I honestly forgot that's how thin he was.
He was, yeah. And he was chopping people up. Like, bro had agility. He was dunking the ball consistently. He definitely like had a little bit more pep to his step. Um,
Too many iced teas.
yeah. I think they said they had like a huge jug or pitcher of like lemonade or iced tea on the side of the court after his practices. Um,
They're
but
like, Luca,
I gotta,
you need to hydrate with Pedialyte. No, we need Gatorade Light. Luca's like, no, no, no. I need beer and I need some lemonade.
yeah, you know what I want to know too? Let me look this up.
Does he have diabetes?
Am I still on camera here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, weird. I'm gonna look up
Is Luca Doncic diabetic?
no, bro. Let me go on ChatGPT. Shout out to the dude, whoever created this thing. It's clutch. What are the top 5 dishes? Let's see. All right, Dallas is known for bold flavors, barbecue culture. Shout out barbecue. Uh, and diverse culinary influences. Top 5 dishes. Let's
It's got
see.
to be all barbecue.
We got Texas brisket, smoked barbecue. It even gives you places to try it, bro. Chicken fried steak,
Ooh.
Tex, Tex. Okay, so Tex-Mex enchiladas for tacos. He was probably getting that. Like if we had to reorder this and make it Luca's list, enchiladas is gonna be up top. Vietnamese pho. Apparently it's called
Okay.
apparently it's called pho, not pho.
Mm.
Yeah. And then frozen margaritas.
I bet you Luca was probably eating like empanadas and enchiladas, quesadillas, and they're like, "Sir, what would you like to drink? You look like a basketball player. Would you like some water?" And he'd be like, "Give me your finest queso, please."
Give me yeah, bro was drinking queso. Yo, that's diabolical. Drinking queso, having frozen margaritas. That was probably like he put that in a little water bottle after he finished all his iced tea. He probably started doing frozen margs after they took away his beer. After Michael Finley took,
Mm.
like, bro,
He's
I gotta think of something.
yeah, he's like, you take away my beer, like joke's on you, dude.
Yo, he was probably looking over his shoulder like crazy too.
Yeah.
Walking
What do
around, like think about it. I said all the people in the Mavs organization, Nico just started firing, like whoever was close to Luca. Just like,
yeah.
yeah, bro, we're gonna weed out his whole inner circle. He's probably like this, having a little sip of something.
Yeah. Yeah, he went from Dallas to LA, and I mean, how surprised would you be if he just comes in game one and he definitely did Ozempic and has a BBL?
Um, I mean, the beginning of that is all right to think about. I'm gonna take out the BBL part.
He already
Um,
has a BBL.
word.
I mean, I think he does. Yeah.
It's been discussed. People are talking about it. It's a hot topic.
No, but to me, he looks like he may have a dump truck.
He's got the dumpy.
Hmm.
You did say he looks a lot different from his, rookie year. So I feel that. Um, I think yeah, LeBron's gonna get him on something. And like when you got LeBron money,
Steroids?
steroids that are gonna make him lose weight too.
Oh,
Hmm.
what if LeBron is like, all right, so when I was 19, I took this, and then I cycled out of that like 4 years later, and I started doing this.
I'm gonna look
And
at what herbs does LeBron James take?
you said what herbs?
Yeah.
That dude, 1,000% has done steroids or still does steroids. 1,000%.
It does to stay in peak.
He's 40. He looks like that at age 40, like still
Still
hooping.
still head at the rim, like blocking shots.
Now, I don't care that he's on steroids. This is like the MLB when everyone was on steroids. Like, bring that shit back.
Yo, I didn't know he publicly put out all this stuff. See, ChatGPT, the GOAT. Likely herbs or natural supplements based on performance benefits. LeBron James. Oh, wait. It says that he hasn't publicly shared a comprehensive list of specific herbs he takes, but that kind of backs up what you said. But based on his known focus on health, recovery, and performance and practices common among elite athletes, here are some likely or plausible herbs and supplements he may use as part of his regimen. They got turmeric, they got ashwagandha, they got rhodelia, rosea, ginger, maca root, ginseng, beetroot.
Anabolic steroids.
Yeah, they didn't want to list that one on there. Oh, what we know LeBron does publicly. Spends over 1 million a year maintenance for his body, cryotherapy, which side note, I can't see the word cryotherapy without thinking about Antonio Brown and freezing his foot.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Antonio Brown. How many weeks did he miss for that? Did he miss like a month off of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I think he fucked up his toe too, I believe.
Yeah, strict diet and hydration. He's known for
Have you
clean.
ever done crowd before?
No. Oh, actually, I don't know if you consider it. I don't know if you consider it cryo. Um, it was like a lower temperature sauna, but it wasn't really a sauna, but they called it like a sauna.
Okay. I've done cryo a few times. I like it.
Okay. Um, he's known for clean eating, low sugar, high protein, hydration, recovery focused meals, yoga, meditation. I mean, we have seen him meditate on the side of the court.
And read books
Hey, true. And read books.
like AJ Brown.
I was gonna say, did he do that before or after AJ Brown? No, he's been doing it before AJ Brown.
Well,
He's been reading page one for
yeah. He
years.
reads the first page and then the book is upside down. That's LeBron reading.
Maybe it's the most important page.
Happen to you to know, go to college, kids.
Yep. The goat. Take notes.
Let's talk more about the draft lottery, though. So you have the first pick. Whatever is said on this podcast will be heard by upwards to 5 people. So there's no way this gets back to the NBA.
No way.
No way. Do we think the draft lottery is
It'd be a real
rigged?
shame if this got to the NBA.
It would be a real shame if this got to the NBA and the NBA was like, the Knicks low key should have the first pick because they fucked over the Knicks like 2 years ago and drafted Derek Lively.
Yeah, not all the teams that had a 14% chance to get the pick.
It would
Hornets,
be a real shame.
be a real shame.
Yeah, so the Mavericks had 1.8% chance, by the way.
I saw that 1.8, baby. Let's go.
Do we think it's
Jackpot
rigged?
boys. What'd you say?
Do we think it's rigged?
Oh, damn. You did say we were going to come back to this. Um, I want to believe that it's not. I want to believe that the basketball gods have just like done their thing and they gave Dallas what they deserve because we got something that we didn't deserve out of nowhere, you know, not too long ago. And that shit hurt. I literally thought that I wasn't going to be able to turn on another NBA game and be excited before I turned on the game for a long time. Um,
But now
and
you
every
learn to
time,
love again.
and dude, I had just bought before we even went to the finals. I had just bought long sleeves, basketball warm ups. I got my jerseys and stuff, all this Dallas Mavs gear. And every time I went somewhere, basketball court, they'd be like, "Damn, bro, Dallas, I'm sorry, man." Everyone would just say, "I'm sorry." Two words every time, and I was like, "Fuck this, bro."
You just
Fuck
put your
this shit.
ball
I just
down and
walked
walk
in. I
away.
just was like, "Fuck this shit." Just walk out of the court.
They see you and they're like, dude, Luca lost a lot of weight. What the fuck?
And then I would also just run into Lakers fans who would be like, "Yo, I'm sorry, bro." And then they would put their hand out and they'd be like, "But thank you, dude. Thank you for Luca."
um, yeah, that shit is rigged, brother. The NBA is a company and they are a growing company. And if you look at the numbers that they used to do, like back in the 50s and everything else, when it was the NBA and it was the shit, what was the name of the other
ABA,
league? ABA up, and then the merger and all the teams, they go from 8 teams to 12, all the way up to 30. 30, right? Or is it 32?
good question.
Good question.
You can tell we're big basketball guys.
I get them mixed up because like the NBA, the NFL, and the MLB are all 30,
30.
30, and then 32, I think.
We got 30 right now.
Okay.
And then someone has also said the top people asked question is, are there 32 teams? It was like, no, there are not 32 teams.
Okay, so 30. But
29
yeah,
teams in the US and one team in Canada.
it's a continuously growing sport for
Yep.
obvious reasons. So the NBA has no legal obligation to not rig this shit. If they really want to rig it, they would rig it. And I know that there is a complicated lottery ball system where you have to get four numbers correctly. It's a whole combination thing. Trust me, I looked into this shit because I thought that shit was rigged.
Word.
I still think it's rigged. Like
I'm
I
not gonna
understand.
lie, I didn't even know exactly like the steps of how the lottery system like worked.
You need like a combination of everything. It's all done in a room. There is the 14 representatives that are in the room. There's no phones allowed. There
Okay.
are some reporters like Zach Lowe. He was in the room. So I listened to the podcast the day after with Bill Simmons talking
What
about
about
it.
Tim McMahon? I love how much he's been roasting Nico, bro. He's just like looking over his shoulder, like, I don't know, bro. You said this a couple weeks ago. Like,
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about him.
yeah,
Um, so the way that it's explained mathematically, it's almost impossible for it to be rigged. If it's not rigged, then why can't we just do it live? If it's not rigged, why can't we do like it literally out in front of everyone? If it's not rigged, why can't we record it and then show it afterwards for proof?
yeah, that's a solid point. Um, I did see they had some posts saying that the Bulls were like a coin flip away from getting the Dallas Mavs like 11th pick that ended up becoming the first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty wild too.
Oh, I had a really good screenshot from the other day. Shit. I think it's gone now. It was a screenshot of
Honey
like when
Blue?
the no, not my phone. Um It was like 1.8% chance for like the Cavs when they got LeBron, the Magic when they got Shaq in like the 90s, for Derrick Rose when he got drafted by the Bulls, and Zion Williams when he got drafted by the Pelicans. All 1.8% chance. And
Yeah,
there was
pretty.
all things leading up to that.
I saw that there was like a trade from this team to that team, and then yeah,
Yeah, so like there
I
was that
saw a
one.
couple of those posts too over the past week or so.
So there was like LeBron leaving the Cavs in 2010. The Cavs win the draft lottery 2011, 2013, 2015. LeBron comes back. They
Hmm.
trade Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. There's 2019 where AD gets traded to LA. The Pelicans win the draft lottery the following year and they draft Zion Williams.
Yeah, and then didn't they win it like again after that?
No, they haven't won it. I think that might have been like their first time they ever won it.
Okay.
2025. So the Mavericks trading Luca and then getting the first pick a few months later.
Hmm.
Um, and then, yeah, I mean, there are other examples too of like the NBA being rigged or just scandalous, like the NBA referee scandal in 2007, where you literally had multiple NBA refs getting caught for influencing games,
Uh,
influencing games,
yeah,
admitted in federal court, and then being charged with felonies and spending a year in prison.
just a year.
That was it. It was 15 months.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
To me, the biggest thing for me about this is when they traded Luca, they didn't shop him at all. Like there was a few reports saying that they called the Bucks about Giannis, and I think that they called the Timberwolves about Ant. But other than that, that was it. And I don't really know if I believe that because if that was true, don't you think those other teams would like tell other teams like, "Yo, did you get a call from the Mavericks about Luca?"
Yeah, that's what makes me think that like, it is rigged. Um, but the way I like to see it being rigged though, which would make me feel all right about it being rigged, is if Adam Silver did it on purpose because he knew the Adelsons were getting their pieces in place to move to Vegas. And then he's like, oh, yeah, you want to move to Vegas? How about this, motherfuckers? How about I give you Cooper Flag? How you gonna move now?
Oh no, please don't give me Cooper Flagstep, bro.
And then Nico's in the office, like, was my plan all along, guys.
How okay, do you trust Nico Harrison with this pick? Is there
Um,
any chance that he's like, yo, Dylan Harper's pretty nice. I kind of like him.
Bro, I've been seeing accounts everywhere just post things like, oh, yeah, they're gonna trade for Giannis now. They're gonna trade for this person, that person. They're not doing that crap. I mean,
Ace Bailey looks really good.
yeah, bro, they already had a casket outside American Airlines Center, a whole vigil held there. Probably like more death threats than someone's ever gotten in their life. And uh, Dumont was just pissed at Nico, being like, bro, why didn't you tell me the Mavs fan base was gonna like freak out this much? Like, bro, how do you think
He
they're not going to?
okay. There is no fucking way that the Mavericks front office, the president, the owner, and everyone didn't know that this was happening. And also, like, if you're the owner and you hear word like, yo, we're trading Luca for like AD, you're the fucking owner, dude. You literally employ Nico Harrison. If you did not want that trade to go through, you could be like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
So I think it's part of it is part of Nico's job. That's the trade he wanted to make. But as the owner, you could be like, no, you're fucking dumb. We're not going
Well,
to do
I
this
mean,
trade, and I'm going to fire you at the end of the season because I don't trust you anymore.
we are talking about the same owner who, when they kept pressing on him for response to the Luka trade, he made some kind of quote being like, some of the greatest ball players in history in the NBA played both sides of the court. They were like, and it practiced hard every single day. And immediately, like in the top three, he listed Shaq, who
Yeah.
we know doesn't was not staying in top shape or condition. So
Yeah.
that kind
Imagine
of
being in that room and be like, wow, that's a really good point. And then the first name is Shaq. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and bro just like confidently said that. So I'm like, that's who our new basketball president is now. Um, but the other side of me too is like, I don't, as long as, I don't know, I don't want to hate Nico because before the Mavs trade even happened, he did put together a really fucking good roster out of nowhere. Like to get Kyrie that everyone
Hmm.
went crazy about, to get Derek Lively in the draft, to get uh Gafford, PJ Washington. Like he put that team together that got to the finals. Luca obviously carried them there, but he
Literally.
masked Luca's defense through a really solid fucking lineup. Like had two trees in the paint, people who could scramble, and they covered until the Celtics, exposed them. They covered it up with a really strong and deep roster. I mean, we still had Grimes too, which
Hmm.
I'm surprised he didn't, play more in the finals. But yeah, Nico put together a really solid team. So seeing that, it's just like I don't think he's gonna. It's seeing this Luca trade, and now seeing that we have Cooper Flag. I can't imagine that he's going to do something dumb again.
Here, here is what I'm trying to think of how I want to say this.
Like he's just gonna put some PIs on Cooper Flag and be like, pull him in.
N-
Yeah, Cooper, I want to talk to you on Monday.
no,
Cooper comes in, he slides a photo in front of him. He's like, "What's this?" And it's him having like mimosas or something with the girl. Yeah.
no,
Yo,
it's not so
this,
much that.
do this again, bro. Luca trade's gonna happen all over again. And he's gonna be
No,
like,
it's
we're gonna trade you for like Bobby Portis.
a bag of Sun Chips.
Yeah.
No,
Tony Snell.
it's not so much that. It's like, all right, so you guys have AD, who's 34. You have Kyrie Irving, who's hurt. You have AD, who also is probably currently still hurt. Um, you have Gafford still. I think they might try to get rid of him at the end of the season. You have PJ
You
Washington.
try and get rid of him, it's gonna be so they can get a point guard.
You don't need four bigs. That's why I'm saying that.
He's so good though. He's so good.
But you don't need Cooper Flag, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, and AD.
But Cooper Flag's gonna be, I mean, he's 6'8". They tried saying he's like 6'9". He's
Hmm.
he's like barely 6'8".
He's still
So
growing. He's only 18.
that's fucking wild.
He's grown since the last time they measured him.
Damn. Bro, imagine if we kept Grimes and we got Cooper Flag. Fuck.
You would have to pay Grimes because he's up for a contract. He's a free agent. He's an unrestricted free agent. So look out for Quentin Grimes. My boy is going to be getting paid like 3 years, $90 million, and he'll sign with like the Nets or someone like that.
I mean,
I'm
he's
calling it right
balling.
now.
Bro's dropping 30 bombs like nothing every game.
I'm calling that. But go back to my original point though. They remind me a lot of what the Warriors were a few years ago, where they had the James Wiseman pick
Mhm.
and they had Draymond, they had Clay, they had Steph. Like this is like 3-ish years ago. And you're like, okay, cool. They also had Kaminga too. We will be idiots not to take, and draft Wiseman, but also it may make more sense to trade the pick. Now, I'm not saying that they should not draft Cooper Flag. I'm more so saying draft Cooper Flag. Kyrie's hurt. He's out for a year. Other
Mm.
than that, you just really have AD, PJ Washington, and I think one of the two, Gafford or Washington, is gone. But what do you have after that?
We're not getting rid of PJ Washington. Definitely not. He's like, um, I want to say he's like a Lou Dort for the Mavs. Gets boards, hits corner threes, like can randomly pop off out of nowhere. Um,
I think like your time, you have two timetables. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say.
yeah, that's facts. No, I could see them trading Gafford, even though I really don't want it to happen. I'd rather them keep Lively and Gafford so that, yeah, you don't need, that many bigs, but AD also, you know, is made of glass at times. Although I'll say the past couple seasons, he's been really good, at least for not staying out for extended periods of time. Like he would,
AD.
yeah. Like
Yep,
he would finish a rehab, come back on the court, and like immediately roll his ankle, like within a 3 game period. He wasn't really doing that, and there's stats that came out saying he played a significant amount of games. But you know, we saw it this year, and we even saw it the year the Mavs went to the finals in the first stretch of the season. They had mad injuries, and we don't have the same depth we did losing Grimes,
that's
getting
what I'm saying.
rid of Luka, getting rid of this, getting rid of that. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to like be like, oh yeah, let's trade Gafford, let's go get a really solid backup point guard. Like, do we really need, that guard right now? And are we going to give away Gafford for that? Is that really needed like right at this moment? I'm trying to think because Exum, had a bad injury and
You need a guard. You guys would be stuck with how the Rockets are right now. Or no, you know what? I'll give you a better example. The Magic.
I saw
They're
something.
starting Corey Joseph in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's a vet though. Um, I saw people trying to say that like they were going to go after Lonzo Ball. I was like, please no, please no.
So this is also
We're gonna be like a team of paraplegics minus Cooper Flag.
facts. This is also like kind of for my point here, but the Mavericks, they have their 2025, 2026 pick. They don't have their 2027. They have their 2028. They actually own the, oh, you know what? OKC has a right to swap with them if they want.
Of course, it's OKC.
They have a 29 pick from the Lakers, and they have their own 2029 pick. So they have a lot of their picks. Kyrie is hurt. If Kyrie wasn't hurt, like this would be a fun ass team to watch, like a really fun team to watch.
Yeah,
But him being hurt, I think, kind of fucks with their timeline.
a little bit, but it'll be good for Cooper's development, and we'll figure it out for the guard position.
Moves will be made. So Tim McMahon reported the day after the draft that the Mavericks will draft Cooper Flag and will not entertain possibility of trading away the number one pick.
Mm.
Does
Bro,
that sound fishy to you at all?
uh, no, I think they're just putting that out there so people don't freak out. Because that's immediately like the first question everyone has. Like, okay, is he gonna? Oh, bro. Side note, how about we take Max Christie and make him the point guard? I know it says shooting. I know it says shooting guard here, but how about
He's
Clay?
not bad.
How about Captain Clay?
He brings the
Small
ball up a
forward.
lot. Christie, definitely not Clay
Yeah.
Thompson.
Oh, bro. I can't believe I didn't say this sooner. We're straight at point guard.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't.
we're
You
straight.
do not.
We got
Dinshitty.
oh, we got no. He got rid of that. Dinwiddie. We got Dinwiddie. We also got Jaden Hardy, who's a point guard.
Yeah.
Although he's not like a true point guard. He's like I want to put up buckets point. He's like a I got the Russell Westbrook like virus in me.
All right, Steve, take off your imaginary Mavericks hat and jersey right now. Do you have any point guards on the team minus Kyrie Irving?
Well, by description, by description, Jaden Hardy and Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean Najee Marshall. Nah,
He's
Najee
I like Najee Marshall, but as
beast.
your
He's a
starting point
beast.
guard, he's like one of
Yeah,
those guys that's like a solid 20 minutes off the bench.
Dinwiddie, bro. We can hold things down with Dinwiddie, and I feel like we don't even need a true point guard yet. We could just literally wait until a team. We should not look desperate and be like, we need a point guard and put that like, notion out there. We should just be chilling and be like, we can get by for now in the beginning of the season with with Marshall, with Dinwiddie, with Hardy. Um, and then like a team like the Lakers, I hope it's not the Lakers. I don't want to do any more trades with
There's
them.
no way.
And they're just gonna be like, yo, we need a big. And then we say, okay, Gafford and blah 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 blah.
For Luca.
Yeah, for Luca. Yeah, we bring him back.
Yeah, and honestly, like Nico Harrison has a great poker face. So everything you just described, I trust him to do that.
to bring back Luca.
No, to be like, guys, we are not desperate whatsoever. Trust me when I say this.
Yeah, yeah, especially. Yep, yep. I'm not gonna go into it.
All right, so you're saying do not trade the pick, draft Cooper Flag, correct?
No, duh, duh. Don't trade the pick. Hell no.
Okay. I had some like fake-ish trades, but you would have to throw in contracts. But I do have some other mock trades if you want to talk about those.
All right, what we got? Let me put on my Nico Harrison hat right now.
Oh, actually, I don't think any of them were for the Mavericks. Where'd they go?
Oh, okay. That's even better then.
Oh no, this is bad podcasting.
You
Okay,
lost
hold up. Nah, I
screenshot.
got him. I got him. All right. The Houston Rockets get Devin Booker. The Phoenix Suns get Jalen Green, Jabari Smith Jr., Aaron Holiday, and 3 first-round picks.
Um, that's not bad if the Suns want to blow it up. Like if I don't know who the Suns have roster wise, how young they are, but if they wanted to blow it up and start the young, because I mean,
If I'm the Suns, I'm saying yes. And then I'm also trading
Yeah,
KD.
Devin Booker's 28 years old. Like I can't imagine his stock is gonna climb any higher. So now would be a really good time to trade him, and you're getting that much of a haul for it. Even though Jalen Green like was abysmal in the playoffs,
First year in the playoffs, don't sleep on him.
I like Jabari Smith Jr. a lot, and yeah, all those draft picks and Jalen Green, I'd take that one.
All right, I got a 3-team trade for you. And as a Knicks fan, I'm saying yes. Carl Anthony Towns and Jared McCain get sent to the Thunder. The 76ers get 2 first-round picks. And the Knicks get Isaiah Hartenstein, Lou Dortz, and
Come on,
2 first-round
Hartenstein back.
picks.
Of course,
I want my Pookie back.
bro. This is he wants Pookie back. This is like a Knicks mock draft account. Damn, you really hate Cat that much just for the.
No, I don't hate Cat. I think his highs are extremely high,
Hmm.
but the foul shit is bad. And there's just some games where he's MIA.
You
And
said yeah, he basically put up like a double double just about in that win, but when he was on the bench, Knicks kind of went on a run, so
did you watch the episodes where I said that?
no, but you texted the group chat about it. You were just like,
Yeah.
oh, did you guys see who was on the bench when the Knicks went on the run?
Who was on the bench, Steve?
Cat and was it Mikhail?
No, it was Hart.
Oh, okay, Hart. He bleeds though. The heart. According to what a freshman high schooler told me today, the heart bleeds, and it's
Holy
every
shit.
the heart bleeds, and it's everyone's profile photo right now.
He might be right. Oh
Yeah.
my God. All right, I got some more trades for you. The Toronto Raptors get John Morant and Vince Williams. And the Memphis Grizzlies get Emmanuel Quickly, Jakob Pertl, Grady Dick, and 2 first-round picks.
You're gonna have to repeat that.
The Toronto Raptors get John Morant and Vince Williams just for salary. And
Hmm.
Emmanuel Quickly get, oh, I'm sorry, the Grizzlies get Emmanuel Quickly, Jakob Pertl, Grady Dick, and 2 first-round picks.
Mm.
This
Even
isn't.
if even if the trade made sense, I don't think the Grizzlies will want to be a part of that because I feel like
Mm,
they make too much revenue with John Morant's antics.
the guns.
Anything you name it, the guns, the grenades, the grenade launcher, the bazooka.
I wonder
Got a whole portfolio of guns. He probably has stocks in weapons companies
how good are the guns in Canada?
because you want to trade him. Oh, because yeah. I don't know.
They'd be like, "Yo, are you cool with this?" And he'd be like, "What type of guns do they have up there?
We might
Only if
have
they have cool guns."
we might have to DM Paul Biznett and ask.
This is for me personally. If I'm the Raptors, I wouldn't hate this. if I'm the Grizzlies, this is an easy yes for me because he's been what he's been the last few years. Quickly is not much of a downgrade in my opinion. You're getting 2 first round picks on top of that, and Grady Dick is a good. What is this? This is his 3rd year.
Mm,
I would move off of Ja for that.
yeah.
I have a funny one that I saw. These are all on Reddit. These were all put through the trade machine and accepted. So it made sense salary wise.
Okay.
This one is from the Pistons Reddit. The Bucks receive Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey, Ron Holland, Tobias Harris, and 3 first round picks for Giannis.
All right. Last time I say this, you got to say it one more time.
Okay. The Bucks receive Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey, Ron Holland, Tobias Harris, and 3 first round picks for Giannis.
Uh, how old is Giannis?
30.
He's 30.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't trade away Tobias Harris.
That's a deal breaker for me.
See? There we go. So, yeah, right there. Nope. No trade. Tobias Harris, GOAT. Max knows it. Max PMT, shout out. Yeah.
Toby.
Tobias Harris is amazing on any team, as long as that team is not the Sixers.
The 76ers. Pistons fans, for what it's worth, we're saying no, we're giving up too much.
Hell yeah. No, that's if we're giving a realistic answer, yeah, way too much. And Jalen Duren is a beast.
You think that's too much for Giannis?
Yes, bro. You
No.
have Ivy and Duren and Tobias Harris, who fits in well with the team. He actually gets hella boards for the Pistons.
I
Um,
need more 1st round picks. There's no way.
I mean, I'm the Pistons, and the Pistons got as far as they did this year and looked the way they did. I'm not getting rid of Duren and Ivy. And or Harris, people say what they want about Harris, but he actually was doing straight in the playoffs. I don't know about the whole regular season, but bro was like, it's playoff time. If I'm not going to put up anything, I'm sure as hell going to put up boards because he was getting like 6 boards a game.
It's Toby time. I'm going to foul the shit out of Karl Anthony Towns close to 20 times a game. I'm only going to get called for 5.
Is that what was happening?
Every single fucking game.
I barely watched the series. That's wild.
Towns is going down the court. Oh my God.
The zesty fouls.
After all that. All right. And I have one more trade for you. This one, I think, may be the best one.
Okay.
Okay. The Lakers receive Dwight Howard. The Beer Leopards receive Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, and a 2025 2nd-round pick.
You're gonna have to repeat it. I know I said I wouldn't say it again, but the Beer Leopards threw me off. They're really called the Beer Leopards.
I'm pretty sure this is just a European team. The European team is getting Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, Rui Hachimura.
Oh, Luca might go and join that team.
Facts.
That's Luca's team. Okay.
Luca will be like, do not pay me in money. I just want beer.
Yeah, Luca is like Jokic, but in beer instead of horses.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta repeat that one again. Who's getting proposed to get trade to the beer Cougars?
Beer Leopards, Steve, get it straight.
Beer Leopards.
Dalton Connect, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and they have to throw in a 2025 second.
And what are they getting?
Dwight Howard.
Just Dwight Howard. We'll circle back to this on our next episode because I'll be back eventually.
I love Reddit so much, but sometimes there's too much Reddit.
That's Reddit overdose, definitely.
All right. I was having this argument / discussion with Terrell on the last episode. And I said that I think there's only 4 to 5 superstars in the NBA. How many superstars in the NBA do you think there is?
All right, let's see. We got 30 teams, so minimum we're gonna have 30.
30 superstars?
Superstars?
Superstars. Not stars, superstars.
What do you define as a superstar?
Do you want to hear my list?
Yeah, you just go for that.
Okay. I have SGA,
All right,
Jokic, Giannis, Anthony Edwards,
mhm.
and I put Lucas Fadas in there.
Let's go.
That's it. No one else.
That's it. A
That's
top
it.
five.
That's it.
That's superstars. Top five.
I have a bunch of stars, but that's my superstars.
Steph Curry isn't a superstar.
Uh,
Oh, Warriors Nation's about to go crazy on you.
he
If
he's
any of
like
the five
a
people who watch this podcast are a Warriors fan,
fuck.
say something in the comments.
Please do not find me on TikTok. Please. I'm begging you. He's like a superstar in the retirement homes. Him and Clay Thompson.
Yeah. I mean, this is like the first playoff series I think I've seen Curry get significantly injured. I actually didn't know waking up today that Warriors got eliminated. I thought there was
Hmm.
still another game left
Well,
because
they got eliminated last night or two
I
nights
know
ago.
it just never feels like they're out of the playoffs. Okay. He only picked five for superstars. That's wild. No, I'd have to say there's at least 10.
Okay.
At
You
least
want to
10.
list them?
Give me the five that you gave me again.
SGA,
Yep.
Jokic,
Yep.
Giannis,
Yep.
Anthony Edwards,
Anthony Edwards,
Luca.
Luca.
Now I have players very close to that, like very close to that, like Jason Tatum and Jalen Brunson, but they're not there yet.
Jalen Brunson's getting close though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, Jalen Brunson is definitely getting close. Um, all right. We gotta go other teams. Um, I have to include Steph Curry. I don't think he's like a hospital wagon, anything like that yet. So I gotta go Steph Curry too in there. Um, yeah, if we're gonna add in the like injured hospital thing to it, then I guess that'll throw my stuff off a little bit more. Um,
So I'll throw some names out there. Actually, you know what? Kawhi Leonard, I think I'd throw Kawhi in that superstar. He's always injured, but when he's playing, he's so fucking good.
yeah.
All right, so we got the Clippers.
Minus game sevens, James Harden was cooking these past couple years. He's been
Yeah.
really good. Um,
We have players from the Pacers.
yeah, James Harden's just a star now. He's not a superstar. We got Pacers players. Halliburton is like star potential right now. I mean, if
Too
he does
inconsistent for me.
exactly, if he does it like this whole next season, like without fail, every game, like he's gonna be star category.
Pistons. Anyone?
Pistons, Cade Cunningham, star. Can't call him a superstar yet though.
Getting close. Magic.
Magic.
Got Paolo.
Yeah,
Close.
he's not a superstar yet, but he's getting there. Yeah, and then Franz Wagner's too iffy, too hot and cold.
Mm-hmm. No one from the Hornets. Don't want to hear the Alonzo Ball shit. Like, guy is too injured and his
Oh, you
team,
mean
he's always on a
Lamelo?
losing team.
You
Oh,
mean
yeah, yeah. LaMelo.
Lamelo? No. I mean, popularity wise, he's a superstar.
Yeah, popular. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But my man is, dude, they don't even make the playoffs. You
yeah.
cannot be a superstar
You
and
know who I
not
was
make the
really
playoffs.
really sad about on the Hornets that got hurt very badly. I think it was his wrist. Was Brandon Miller.
Yeah, dude, look out for him. He had a really good year.
They made a list of all the draft picks that the Hornets have fucked up over the years. Like they gifted all this stuff because they've been so ass, like Michael Kidd Gilchrist and yeah, all those things. Like, bro, the Hornets fumbled so many times. And they tried it. They're like, bro, we're trying to help you. You fumbled. We're trying to help you. You fumbled again. And
There's
then
a few
finally
teams.
got it right with Brandon Miller.
Yeah, there's a few teams like that that are always consistently just inside the top five for the
Mm,
draft ladder, or just outside. And it's the Hornets, it's the Magic, it's the Wizards. It was the 76ers for years. And those fans are like, please, please, we just need a top pick. This shit is rigged. Oh my God. It's like, you guys are so fucking bad at drafting. You can't even get out of your own way. Like, you tank a whole season to fuck up your draft pick, to realize that halfway through the season, to tank again, to get
mm.
another high pick, to fuck that pick up, and it's just purgatory.
Did you get this list from Reddit?
No, I didn't.
superstars and yada yada.
Nope. I was off the dome.
I'm gonna have to look here too because it's been a long ass day. My brain's fried. Um,
You got the Bulls, you got the Raptors.
well, this is 1 year ago, so we can still go off of this by G Hubert 3192. He's got LeBron James. I still have to consider LeBron James a superstar. I mean, if you're 40 and you're still doing the things that you are and putting up the stats that you are in I mean, more than three categories. But when you look at his points, rebounds, assists, and he's 40, like he's still a superstar. So I'm having him on the list. But they got LeBron James, Jokic, they got Durant on there. Did you say Durant?
I did not. So I don't have LeBron up there because I don't think he can consistently do it still. Like, can he do it for 2 weeks straight? Yeah.
I think yeah,
Consistently, no.
he would break down eventually, but I still think you toss in the popularity aspect and then what he still can do, I still consider him a superstar. Uh, LeBron James, Jokic, Durant, Curry, Luca, Giannis. They got Tatum on there. They got Embiid on there. I can't look at Embiid and take it serious anymore, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Max.
There for me, there's three factors, right? There's got to be winning, like you have to consistently be bringing your team to the playoffs and going deep into playoffs. That's number one.
Mm.
Number two, I would say that you have to be a two-way player or like insanely good at one side of the ball. So out of my five, there's one player that is not a two-way player, and actually, Jokic holds his own.
I actually still put Kevin Durant in there for superstar.
So my third
Because
factor is injuries.
just because I get the injuries, but since the injury, he's come back, and I don't think he's been significantly injured. He's just on an ass team now because the Suns don't go far.
There's
Because
82 games in the regular season. You got to be playing at least 65. Have to be a superstar.
how many did he play this season?
I believe under 65. I want to say it was like 62 or something like that. I think he just missed it.
62 games.
Ooh, right on the number.
Yeah. So, I mean, I still consider him a superstar just because he does play solid defense still. I mean, I did see him get chopped up a couple times, but it's from dudes who are like 18 to 22 years old who are ridiculously fast.
Hmm.
But I still just his offensive bag and the fact that he could like play solid defense and still get blocks and all that. I put Durant on there. So I would have Durant, not in this order, but Durant, Giannis, uh, Luca, LeBron, Steph, SGA. I mean, you got to have Tatum on there. If like imagining that this Achilles thing never happened, how he was playing this season, you got to put Tatum on there. Um, I mean, they won a damn chip, last year. Tatum, I'm already at seven. Um, did I not repeat anyone that you repeated?
Did you say SGA? I don't think you did. Maybe you did. I don't know.
I thought I did, but I don't know. I bet you I keep going with that list, I'd be somewhere close to 10.
Okay.
So I give
For
it
me,
like,
it, for me, it's like a top five, like best at best. You're really fucking good. You consistently play. You go to playoffs. You're always deep in the playoffs.
yeah.
Um, yeah. I mean, like I said, I think like the star range for me is like just underneath superstars like Tatum, Brunson. I would put KD there. LeBron. For stretches, you have to put him there. It'd be crazy not to.
Zion.
Uh, no shot.
No.
No, doesn't play consistent enough. Not in the playoffs consistently. Always hurt.
See a
Um,
star in the grocery store, chip aisle.
Chip, oh yeah, fucking go. Honestly,
I think they said he lost hella weight this season.
it's probably pretty easy to lose weight when you're 300 pounds.
Yeah. I think
Just
it was
drink a lot of water and go for a few walks a day.
Ozempic.
True.
I gotta find that. I gotta find advanced stats for that on Reddit. How many players significantly lost weight this season compared to other NBA seasons?
It's either Ozempic or crack. There's no in between.
Hmm. Facts. You know what you do? Whatever guy stopped being the head strength and conditioning coach for the Lakers, I should ask him and see what's going on there. You saw
Mm-hmm.
the post that I sent you? Put it
No.
I put it in the IG group chat. The It was a job posting from the Lakers that they're looking for a new head strength and conditioning coach for $200,000 a year.
Oh shit. Sign me up, dude.
Legitimately, yeah.
Sign me up. All I have to do is like be right over Luca's shoulder. And he goes for a beer, and I'm like, no, bad. Bad. Don't do that, Luca.
You know what it probably is LeBron James writes up the program and then you just sign off on it.
Mm-hmm. True. It's probably all like already set, dude. They don't even need a strength and conditioning coach. It's just LeBron.
True. I mean, they're in LA too, bro. They should be doing like what happened to teams posting like team workouts on the beach and the banana boat stuff, all that.
Yeah.
There's way more like team building stuff back in the day. Now everyone's just like hopping on their phones, hopping on a video chat like us.
I think the banana boat thing was they were all just wine drunk on the beach.
All right. Well, chemistry building where a bunch of those dudes all was that when they were in the Olympics or was that like
It
in off
was
season?
it was Mello, right?
It was
Mello,
Melo, Chris Paul,
LeBron.
LeBron.
I was Wade on there. I think there was one player that wasn't that everyone was like, holy shit, I can't believe he wasn't on that fucking inflatable.
We got AI, so we're good. Who was on LeBron James' iconic banana boat?
Luca.
Luca. No, we had LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, and Carmelo Anthony.
Okay.
That's it? I felt like it was more than that.
No.
All right.
Dude, that had to be what, probably 700 pounds on an inflatable.
Yeah,
Chris Paul is low key thick too.
I'm about to end this call.
That's really
Oh
it, man.
crap! I should have listed him as a superstar. No, I'm just
Who?
playing. Chris Paul, but I'm just playing.
That's pretty much it though. Do you have any other
I
thoughts on
would
that?
have said, no, I lied. I was gonna say De'Aaron Fox, but then I'm like, he's just a star.
Nah. Do we have any other thoughts on the NBA playoffs? Do you think that the Knicks are going to win tomorrow night? Do you think the Celtics come back and win three straight?
Bro, I'm a little concerned for your Knicks because Derek White turned into
Steph
uh,
Curry.
Steph Curry. Yeah, he turned into the bald Steph Curry with no Tatum there. And did you watch the game? Did you get to catch that game?
No,
I'm
so I
just
was.
I'm just interested to see how the chemistry was because I feel like I've seen some games where Tatum plays and he'll ISO a lot, and that Boston team when they took down my Mavs looked nasty when they were just swinging the ball around like exposing defense, Luca. Um, and if they start doing that more now and they don't just rely on Tatum to get buckets, like everyone can go off on their team still. And Tatum was dropping like 40 bombs, but I don't know what everyone else's stats were.
So Tatum only dropped that 140-point game. He had a game where he had 3 points at halftime.
Oh shit.
Not
Yep.
to shit on him. He's a really good player. But
No.
yeah, the Knicks, they have been down 14 plus in every single game, and
Mm,
they have won three of those.
okay.
So they went to Boston. They played in the fake garden. Sam Hauser looked good. I believe he got hurt.
Bro,
Derek White looked really good.
didn't Sam Hauser have like a double double or something? A kid
No, Luke Cornett almost had a triple double
that
off
was
of
it.
blocks.
Yeah, he had like 7 blocks.
I believe Pritchard had a pretty good game. So I was playing dodgeball, and then I listened to the game on the way home, but the game was already like out of it. Um, the Boston players, the role players, played really good at home, which you have to expect that.
Mm,
And the Knicks, even with them playing on the road and being down 10 plus, like OG Anunoby was like 1 for 12. Mikhail Bridges had like 6 points.
yeah.
This is insane. I haven't watched any of the fouls, so I'm not gonna have a I'm not gonna have a strong opinion on this. Jalen Brunson fouled out of the fucking game. When does Jalen Brunson ever foul out of a game?
Yeah, a kiddo told me that today too. I didn't even know. Um, that's wild. Yeah,
So they're not gonna play that bad. They have to go to New York tomorrow. It's on less rest too. So Al Horford, he looks good when they have 2 days of rest. He looks
yeah.
terrible with one.
It's definitely going to come down to like how the Knicks start out the game, and what it looks like going into halftime. Like, I don't like the Knicks to keep this game close with the Celtics, like knowing how much urgency there is now that Tatum's not there. I feel like this, even though it's horrible for the Celtics, I feel like now it's going to be an even scrappier end of the series. So that's what makes me scared if the Knicks keep it close. Um, but we'll see. I think you guys can pull it out, but you gotta execute, and y'all can't go down early and nothing like that.
So I'm just gonna say that this entire series has really been determined by the three. So if the Celtics are shooting 40+% from the three, which they have twice now, they
Yeah.
probably will win the game, depending on their
You gotta play
rebounds.
harder defense. You can't be letting them get all those threes up. Like,
The Knicks defense, the Knicks defense is allowing them to get certain threes off. It's just not the corner threes. They take the corner threes away.
yeah. It's gotta be
Uh,
too, like you said, when they got in, like Cat and some of those slower feet, it's tough for them to guard the three
they
with
look
Chris.
way better when Mitch is out there with Miles McBride.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing solid too. He hasn't really been injured this year, as far as I could tell. But
Mitch or McBride?
Robinson.
No, he missed like 65 games.
Word?
He came back in March and he played March, April, no, February. He played like the last 10 to 15-ish games.
Well, did he just get so he pretty much just got healthy at the right time.
Yeah, they put him in bubble wrap until they knew that they were going to make the playoffs. And yeah.
Not the bubble wrap.
Yeah. But that is pretty much it. We are like the hour 10 mark right now. Steve, do we have anything to plug?
Anything to plug? I'm gonna plug the Dallas Mavericks. If y'all weren't fans, like come join. Things are looking lit. I'm gonna plug what else do I want to plug? Um, I'm gonna just plug the sport of basketball because
Huge.
fuck yeah, basketball. Dudes rock, women rock too. Go check out the WNBA. I'm gonna plug them. Paige Beckers. Dallas is lit on both ends right now. Um, and uh, I think even though we didn't talk about it, we'll plug the MLB too because the MLB has been a lot more fun this year as well. Bigger bases, bigger bats, torpedoes everywhere. It's been good stuff. I saw
Aaron
like
Judge has been killing it.
it's been a savage. Javi Baez too.
Yeah, he's looked good. Not for the season, but recently he's looked good.
Facts. And Neto. Have you seen Neto
No.
on the Angels?
Okay. I
He's
I I went from watching every single Yankees game to I honestly don't think I've watched the Yankees game in a month because I've been watching basketball every single night.
okay. Neto's been smacking the crap out of the ball. Stowers on the Marlins. Um, there's been a lot of home run hitters actually. I'll send you a link. There's literally one website. It updates it daily on everyone who's homered for that day.
Okay.
Uh,
Dingers only.
Dingers only. There we go. We should start a draft for that.
I got 2 plugs for you. Shout out the beer leopards. I didn't know that they existed. I hope that you guys make that trade because it would be a good trade for you guys. It would really suck losing Dwight Howard, but I think if you get the 2025 second rounder out of it, it could be worth it.
Okay. Shout out Beer Leopards.
And my last plug, Steve, I can't believe you didn't shout this out. Shout out the Hebrew Hammers.
Yeah, yeah. My first softball league that I joined. I should have joined a long time ago. It's lit. We got mercied, so that's not lit,
Oh man.
but it's all good. It's a learning experience, and Yeah, shout out to Hebrew Hammers. I'm pretty sure according to 23andMe, I'm like 95% Portuguese and like 5% North African. Shout out Africa. Uh, and I'm on a Jewish softball team. So
Wow,
that's my cool throne
it's home.
for today.
Yeah, softball's not as easy as people think it is. I've played probably like 12, 14-ish seasons between all the towns I've been playing in. It's not as easy as a ball just getting, thrown to you underhand. The ball
Yo,
spin in certain ways.
that shit carries too. It
People
sounds like a little ass dink, and then it fucking carries.
people think it's super easy, but the ball spin a certain way. Everyone's trying to murder the absolute shit out of the ball.
I also had
Uh,
someone tell me like just pull up, wear shorts, and wear sneakers. I don't take that advice.
Terrible
Wear,
advice.
wear cleats because I took a little slip and dive in the outfield on a fly ball. So yeah, don't be me.
And if it's your first season, do not play third base. You will get murdered.
True.
Do not play
Well, I
third.
told I told them I'd wear a mask if I played third base.
I played B division in Meriden, so that's the second highest. So in B division, so there's A, B, C1, C2. B division, everyone that is going up to hit, like most of them can hit dingers. If you can't hit a dinger, you can place the ball wherever you want on the field. So if
Yeah,
one person makes an error, that player is going to get the ball hit to them the rest of the game until they prove that they can actually field a fly ball, a grounder, whatever.
crazy.
Yeah, third base is not fun. Do not suggest it.
All right, like it. Good stuff.
That's it. Thank you for hopping on, Steve.
All right, brother. Appreciate you.